Welcome everyone back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. My name is D-Free. Here today. We are taking a look at the upcoming Kaioken Goku and Scouter Vegeta, well, damaged Scouter Vegeta with the tail out and everything like that from the Saiyan Saga. Hope you guys enjoy. Hit that subscribe if you're new for more content. We're going to try to go through this as quickly as possible because my voice is kind of coming and going, so I'm kind of losing it feels like. So anyways, so they did announce yesterday Beerus. I didn't actually go over Beerus, so we'll actually spend this first portion of this talking about Beerus a little bit. But I do have a video where I went over SSG Goku, so I'll leave that in the description for you as well. But all of these characters should be coming out, I'm going to say, on the next banner, which could very realistically be on Christmas Day. Whenever we do see an in-game announcement saying, scheduled shop maintenance on this day at this time, that's going to be the day that it comes out. So moving on. I guess maybe they could split these between two banners. I don't know why they would though, but most likely they won't. So here we go. Beerus. Let's go ahead and play him, and we'll come back and read his stuff really quick.
It's been a while since I've had fun. You're wide open. So tough. Okay. Now that's impressive.
Yeah, that's impressive. It's still the exact same lines between like every game. It's pretty cool though. I like the consistency.
Nothing I can do. That was a bore.
This man LR Beerus there. Alright, so that's cool. That's cool. Unique ability, Aura of Destruction. Seals enemies' main ability for a certain amount of time. Oh. It's a unique ability, so it's probably like Majin Buu and how Majin Buu switches in and then instantly locks the opponents for a certain amount of time. It's probably the exact same thing, but just main ability variant as opposed to character switching variant. Special skill, Power Flick, cancels enemies' attribute upgrades and starts a combo. That's interesting. When it comes to some of those green cards, because I'm pretty sure that's the green card. I get it confused. They call special moves, special skills, ultimates. Like they call it weird stuff to me, and I can never grasp it. You'd think I would after playing the game since it literally got released on Android. Anyways, but I'm pretty sure it's the green card. If so, there are a few of them like that can kind of do things and maybe chain a little bit. So that should be useful since it can start a combo. You can continue from there. Also, canceling attribute upgrades is going to be really, really powerful against some of these new units because they just stack attribute upgrades. Destroys the enemy with massive damage. Ultimate multi-sphere of destruction. That's going to be really fun. All right, moving on. Here we go.
Allow me to show you the true power of a Saiyan elite. Allow me to show you the true power of a Saiyan elite.
Huh.
There aren't many who can fight me as an equal.
I actually really like this. I actually really like his design, his sprite. Like that's really cool. Like I like the battle damage. I like the after effects of all that. That would have taken place between here and like the Scouter iteration. That's dope. This looks amazing. I love this. This is really cool. Also, I noticed that with whatever he did here, there was a frame where he knocked back as well. So little stuff like that is stuff that you can chain onto, and Beerus kind of does the same thing. This here, it knocks back, and then you can chain another attack into it.
There aren't many who can fight me.
Let's see what they say about him, though. His special skill, Explosive Wave. Wow, literally, that's the Explosive Wave. I'm getting, what is it, Budokai vibes? I think it's Budokai vibes. Anyways, correct me if I'm mistaken. It's one of those games. Explosive Wave. Powers up himself, okay, and causes enemy to take more damage, plus allows a combo to be started. Yeah, they're saying that they allow combos to be started when they knock them back. As you saw there, I just pointed out the frame where he knocks him back, and then they turned it into a Gallican combo. I'm curious as to why, for that same kind of thing, Gogeta has his counter card, but his counter card, it seems like you can't really combo into. Every time I try, it never really works. He just knocks them back, and then it doesn't turn around fast enough for you to really combo into it. But Janemba, on the other hand, his green card works, and it's kind of weird. So these green cards are getting really powerful with stuff like that. And then we also have crazy OP ones that force switch, like Broly and stuff. Moving on though, Explosive Wave seems to be very good because it's going to upgrade the character. But again, attribute upgrades and stuff are going to be very counterable with these units like Beerus, for example. Assuming they're talking about the same thing there. So causes enemies to take more damage. So that's pretty much gonna inflict attribute downgrades to the opponent. I'm gonna assume it's a blast downgrade. And also allows a combo to be started. Vegeta shows his endurance by sustaining a KO blow and recovering health for once with unique ability. And that's a unique ability, so it's not something you have to go out of your way to like tap on or use like the main ability. So it's just gonna auto happen. I'm guessing he survives a KO blow one time and then restores like 10% HP. That's insane, actually. To think that that's a thing in this game, this game it's introducing interesting mechanics, and I love it, but it kind of just feels like stuff like that, when it gets later on in the game, is going to be more of a detriment, to me anyway, than it will be a benefit. But also, you need stuff like that because these characters are getting too strong, so I don't blame them for doing stuff like that. Like, you have characters that can come in and just solo, and it's insane how much value they have. And of course, old units do get buffed. I'm not really trying to talk about power creep versus nothing like that. But it's just kind of like really interesting when you see the dichotomy between like them building these incredibly powerful, overpowered units and the way that the rest of the units have to kind of be built in a way to combat that or be competitive with that, which is why we have units like that are removing the attribute upgrades, and then Vegeta's kind of here doing the same thing. He's able to output very well and also increases his endurance. It'll be funny to see if he's actually able to endure hits a bit or if he just goes down pretty easily and then can survive from there. But that's how I feel about it. All right, I'll show you the Kaioken. Goku from Saiyan Saga Z arrives. Transform into Kaioken ×2. Form with his stat boosting main ability. Use the special skill after your transformation to activate ×3. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. So he transforms. I'm loving this. Thank you, Shallot, so much for introducing this into the game because you were the first one, my boy. And I'm loving transformations. So Goku starts off as base, extra buff. SS, he goes not SS, he goes Kaioken ×2. Then when you use the special skill, which is the green card, he activates Kaioken ×3. That's not a transformation, though. It's just a power-up after the transformation, pretty much. And then he fires a ×4 Kaioken Kamehameha as the upgraded special move. So the special move does change. As it says, it gets upgraded. And that's an attack. So he basically is just Kaioken ×2 upon transforming, and he can access the other forms in bursts, pretty much. That's interesting. We'll have to see how he plays. But activate ×3 and then shoot ×4 is pretty cool. Pretty cool concept. Okay.
Want to win this one.
Hold on. No, I gotta hear the whole line. No, I'm destroying my world.
Can't pull my punches if I want to win this one.
Ooh, okay. Wow, hold on. The explosive wave had a pretty interesting blast radius that I didn't notice earlier. The Goku wasn't right up on him, was he? It didn't look like it. It looked like he was kind of mid-range. I love that little flex Goku does there, the stance. See, like, he's kind of like mid-range there. Like, yeah, that has a really big blast radius. Hold on. I know that you guys want to see this. Okay. That's actually very important for Vegeta. That's a very big deal for him. The blast radius on this, that's a big deal. The hit occurs about there. You can see the effect there. That's about a mid-range attack. So he'll be able to hit, and it goes out in all areas. If you try to vanish, you're going to get hit by it. That's very important to know. Vegeta's got a very good skill there. That's a very good skill. Because it gives him priority. Oh, snap. Okay, I like that. Oh, ×4. Okay, I feel it. My boy Goku's taking a fat dump. Wait, hold on. The Goku. I understand that his body is aching all over, but this man looks like he is taking the fattest dump of 2019 already. Okay, stop being immature, Dave. All right. You gotta find the humor, man. Goku looks interesting. I'm excited about that. He looks like he's gonna be more fun to play with. I'm worried about that explosive wave. It seems very powerful because, like I said, it takes the priority away. They can be swinging in at you, and depending on how long it takes to activate. Hold on. I wonder if those are invincible frames where he's doing this whole like power up all this. I wonder if this is invincible for the opponent or if they can still try to hit you. If they can still try to hit you during this frame's activation, that changes things. But if it's anything where like they can't, like traditional green cards, where they can't really hit you in the activation of your green card ability, this is going to be insane because it's just too good. That's a really good ability. It doesn't do anything crazy, but it also does do crazy stuff. Powers him up, downgrades, and knockback from medium range pretty much. I could be wrong about that, but it sure looked like it was medium range. Okay, that's probably the, I don't want to say best ability, because I don't really know how Goku plays otherwise. But that is definitely the one I'm most interested in. Ooh, I love that. That is so clean. So for this, there's not a whole lot of dissecting I need to do. Okay, we're going to turn it up. There's not a whole lot of dissecting I need to do for the Goku. He seems very, very straightforward, to be honest. You play with him, he transforms, then you can use the special skill after transforming, and it'll give you ×3, and then you shoot the ×4 Kamehameha. So the real question is if it has to be a progressive thing. If you can go to ×2 and then shoot your ×4, or if you have to use the ×3 first. That's the real question. And also, if that is the case, will he hold a green card? Will these characters hold green cards? Because it seems like they really want them. Mainly the Goku, because if he's dependent on a green card, it doesn't mean you won't see it. But it's a lot more easier, of course, if there's another character that holds a green card. But also at the same time, Saiyan characters holding that are going to be crazy. By the way, I do think they're going to buff either the Saiyan Saga Z, or they're going to just buff Saiyans in general for their Z abilities. So really, Goku seems like I have questions about him and how he's going to need to work. This is very vague. You can read into it and kind of say, yeah, well, he needs to use the 3 first, and I wouldn't disagree, but we'll see. And then ultimately, like I said, Vegeta, and not to mention Vegeta's second ability that allows him to survive. So, and then we come back over to Beerus. The power flick is going to be awesome. Here we can actually see the power flick immediately because it's the first thing he does. It's almost like a counter. It seems like a counter. And again, that's what you would expect from these types of green cards because it's kind of the same idea in general anyway.
It's been a while since I've had fun.
And then Goku rushes in with a Strike Arts card. And then Beerus activates the Strike Arts card from, again, mid-range. And I'm guessing if you were the Goku player, if you had time to cancel that before you got to Beerus, it wouldn't do anything. I'm guessing this triggers just like Gogeta's counter. So, yeah, it kind of looks like it. Or maybe not, because from there, it doesn't cycle back over to Beerus. Nothing else really happens. Beerus kind of goes in. This is interesting. We'll have to kind of see what happens here. Beerus kind of goes in and meets you there. So if that's just an ability that just always activates, I don't know. It'll be interesting. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that subscribe if you are new for more content. Be sure to follow the official Dragon Ball Legends Twitter, as well as your boy down below in the description. By the way, Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for the support here this year. I wish you all a great, happy holiday and all that stuff. Take it easy, everybody.